So we've boosted our gold per turn. We can build, or we could buy a hydro plant. I think we're gonna have to start going for the we're gonna have to start going for military soon. We've got our workers set up to build our railway as soon as that tech is complete. And actually, I think I'm gonna need to bulb that now, just so we can get the enhanced production online sooner rather than later. Ah, oh, darn. I hit next turn instead of telling my workers to build the railway, but that did save us 3 turns. Could have been saving us 4. And we have some oil if we were to settle a city on this little island here. It's right next to a city-state, so it might be too close. That's a 3 oil, not really worth it, but considering I have no oil, I might just be desperate enough. Looks like no one's discovered this island yet. There's still an ancient ruin here. Alright, so I think I really need to find out where the uranium is. Because the only way, or that will give me a major advantage if I can settle a city on, say, some island with uranium before anyone else knows where it is. So, I might wait a couple turns to make sure that I have the full tech rate from getting my last public school online, and then bulb another scientist to get me closer to finding out where uranium is, and also to be able to build my research labs sooner. Keep our culture churning. Build a military academy. So, do I have a factory here? No, this is one of the non-factory cities. We can build a museum. And that scientist can go to sleep. Man, this island is covered with ancient ruins. And the Iroquois are going to go and grab them, which is good for them. They need any boost that they can get. Alright. So having just finished the theater, here we have both the factory and the public school. I think we have time to build an opera house. So here we've got our rail network. Have the rail production bonus. Rail production bonus. Alright, so now I want to get a research lab going. I'm going to pop another great scientist. And slow build a research lab unless I can buy it. Yeah, so I'll want to buy that. Instead, I'll work on this museum. So you can see how stockpiling your great scientists for the end really pushes you through the later part of the tech tree. And so I'll save the remaining scientists for once I get a couple research labs online. The most important research lab would be in Gao. So there's 3 oil on this island. I could settle here. The 3 distance rule doesn't apply if you're separated by water, or if you're on a different landmass, more specifically. Also the railroad connection bonus there. I might want to annex Sidon. How much production does it have? Ragasu and Sidon. Ragasu actually could be a very strong production city. So I think that I will go and build a railway network to it. And then annex it once I hit my next social policy. And I think, although Rashland would get me 2 free techs, I'm going to go order, planned economy, so this will definitely pump up my science and manufactured goods. Although going for autocracy will definitely help if I'm really low on strategic resources. So I'm not sure if I really need the 2 techs from completing rationalism, or if I want the tech boost from opening up planned economy in the order tree. So even with Big Ben, the research lab still is going to cost me $850, so that's going to be another 2 turns, unless I can get gold from somewhere. And since in No Quitters you're not allowed to trade with the AI, so even if there was an AI around for me to trade with, which there isn't, I couldn't go and get a loan from them. So now we're 3rd on tech. We're probably tied with Siam. Meanwhile, the Greeks are ahead. So he's building a research lab, and will be done that in 8 turns. My research lab, if I sell a unit, will be done sooner. So that gave a very dramatic boost to my science there. And what I'll build next is a broadcast tower. Alright, so now's the big choice. 50% boost from research agreements. We do have a research agreement that will be finishing at turn 87. So fairly soon. And that'll bring us closer to getting the 2 techs. Opening order, and then a 25% science boost might be more significant than boosting this research agreement. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to sign another research agreement with Greece after this last one. I think if we go planned economy, that will probably be the best course of action here, because my next 2 best science cities are Timbuktu and Jenny, and they both have the factories. Yes, so that's plus science. Alright, so we're gonna go order here. So that boosts us up happiness-wise quite a bit. Which means we can afford to settle a bonus city. I think we'll want one right here on the oil. Yes, because we'll want an offshore platform, I think. Well, we'll see how that works out. So whenever our capital finishes, so we'll squeeze out a settler right now. And what we'll do is we'll go and grab this 3 oil. I haven't been getting faith all game, so that's actually a big drawback, because I won't be able to purchase anything with the faith that I would have been accumulating all game had I built some shrines. But in this game, that's something that I totally ignored. Okay, so here, now I need to start pumping out some military units. And in this case, that's going to mean artillery. So, settling this island city will actually be very vulnerable to anyone who has an actual navy. And it looks like Spades does. But we won't be fighting each other for a little while anyways. Uh-oh. So, Mr. Pang has just entered the atomic era, and I believe Lampang is in striking distance of Gao. So I'm actually going to redistribute some of these old great scientists in case they get nuked. Gonna bring this caravel around to escort my settler and start distributing my workers just in case I need them to mine some uranium. So I'm definitely getting a lot of great people, and so that'll definitely help me when I need to jump to stealth bombers, say. And since I have a lot of aluminum, that's actually a fairly good plan. It looks like Siam and the Iroquois had a mutual defense treaty, or a defensive pact of some kind. Alright, so this settler's going to sail along, claim some oil. That will allow me to get some aircraft online. Siam is now way ahead of me on tech, 5 techs ahead. So after this broadcast tower finishes, I'm going to switch Gao over to constant military unit production. So first I'm going to build all of the experience generating buildings, and then that coupled with the Brandenburg Gate should result in level 4 units, I believe, immediately after they're trained.